Do you want to know how to make the best pumpkin soup ever? Dead quick, dead easy using the Ninja Soup Maker. Well, stay tuned, you're in the right place.
And Pizza 2 ready, cooking and unboxing videos.
Welcome back everybody, and today I'm going to be running through how to make a really simple, quick and easy pumpkin veloute soup in this Ninja blender. And once you've had it, you're going to be like, nice, I'm going to have that all the time. And I thought, it is pumpkin season, Halloween just around the corner, so I've been down and grabbed the smallest pumpkin we could find, and we're basically going to prepare this for the soup, and also you're going to be able to see it carved at the end. So stay tuned to decide what scary feature I carve into this pumpkin. Now I'm going to bring you a little bit closer. I'm just going to run through all the ingredients that I've got in front of me, and they obviously are in the description below if you want to follow this as well and make this yourself. The ingredients for today's soup are as follows. We have one small pumpkin, we have some vegetable stock. There's around 700ml in this jug, and we won't need all of it. White pepper, black pepper, plain flour, salt, olive oil, and double cream, or as you like to call it in the US, heavy cream. Now we've run through everything, what we're going to do first is we're going to get this on saute, and what we're going to do is we're going to add the olive oil and the flour to cook into sort of a roux into the soup mixer itself. So let's get these added. Putting on the oil and the flour, and next I'm going to put the lid on, lock it on. Now the lid's on, I'm going to go to cook, and I'm just going to press the cook once, and then I'm going to press high, and this is now going to cook on a high heat, and all I want to do is cook some of the flour out into the oil. Next we're going to move on to the pumpkin, and the first thing I'll do is I'm going to cut the lid off, because we do want to keep it, we're not going to peel it and do the whole thing, so I'm just going to cut the lid. And then I'm going to pull it off, and then you've got all the seeds inside. So we're going to scrape all the seeds out while this is cooking. So as you can see, all the seeds inside, I'm going to scrape these out into a bowl. And there we go, the pumpkin, I've scraped the lid, and I've scraped all the seeds and the furry bits of the pumpkin into a bowl. And you can obviously dry the seeds out, roast them, and use them as garnish on the soup if you want to as well. Next, I am just going to pulse this. Just to mix the flour up. So next, while this is still cooking, I'm now going to scrape out some more of the pumpkin into another bowl, but this time the flesh that we're going to use in the soup. So I think we've got as much out of that as we can without compromising it for carving later as well. So we've got a decent amount of pumpkin there, and what we're going to do is we're now going to add it into the pot. As you can see, the oil and the flour have all mixed together and they've been bubbling away. And next we're going to add in the pumpkin. Then into this, I'm just going to add some white pepper. I like white pepper best in soups because it dissolves. I'm going to add in some sea salt, and that is about it for the dried. And then we're going to go in with some stock. So this is veg stock, gone in with about 500 to 600 ml of veg stock. We're then going to add the lid back on and we're going to get it cooking. So now everything's in the soup maker. What I'm going to do is I'm going to switch it off and I'm going to switch it back on again. There we go, and all I'm going to do is click smooth soup. And it comes on for cooking for 30 minutes. And this is going to make a really nice, smooth, no lumps at all soup. And it will scare you in its process because it'll blend now and again, you know, with no warning. It'll give a beep and then blend, and it's like, but so far so good. So next I'm going to draw my design on it and we're going to get this pumpkin carved. Told you. Pumpkin's carved, ready for the big reveal, so stay tuned. But you'll see how the consistency of this, as it's cooking, it's thickened up with that flour and it's looking really nice. So we've got about, what, 6 minutes remaining on this cook, and then it's going to do its big final encore and do its blending. And there we go. The soup is done. Now what I am going to do is I'm just going to take the cap off and I'm going to pour some of this cream in. I'm just going to save a little bit for the top to garnish it. I'm just going to pulse this just to mix it up. And that is the soup done. So let's bring you in and we'll serve some up and get you a little bit closer so you can see what it's like. Okay, let's take the lid off. Let's have a little look. It's a nice consistency. I think if anything with the consistency, maybe a touch more flour or a touch more pumpkin could have gone into this, but still looking nice. And then what I'm going to do is like a little swirl of cream. And a little bit of cracked black pepper on top. Right, let's give it a taste. That is silky smooth with really great flavour. Wow, just for some simple ingredients and a really good way of using up all the insides of your pumpkins from Halloween when you've obviously carved them. Don't bin them. Make some pumpkin soup in the Ninja soup maker. Obviously if you don't have the Ninja soup maker, you can do it in the Foodi and just use a stick blender, or if you have another blender, any will do really, but this is just a one-stop shop. Throw it all in, press the button and off you go. Now I did say that I would be showing you my pumpkin carving. It took me about 10 minutes to do, and this scares the living daylights out of me. If ever I see this, oh, it brings dread to me. It is, of course, my Land Rover engine warning light. My word, you know you're in trouble if you see this thing. Let me know in the comments below, what are you doing for Halloween and your pumpkins? And head over to Ninja Foodi World on Facebook. I'd love to see some of your pumpkin designs as well. And what you're doing with your pumpkin. Are you doing some pumpkin pie, pumpkin puree? Let me know in the comments below. And until next time everyone, thanks for watching and I'll see you again very soon.
One pizza too many.